Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Pippa NAIA basketball action. Alice Lloyd College, the Lady Eagles, and Coach John Mills begin the 2024-25 season. And what better way to kick it off with than with one of the top teams in the country. Johnny, this team was runner-up in the Nationals last year. Carolina is for real. They got 3 different young ladies that can lead them in scoring, and they've come in here razor-focused. I believe this will be a very good basketball game here.
Yeah, they're the ones who put Alice Lloyd College out of the tournament in the Final Four last year. They returned 3 starters. So Alice Lloyd is out for some revenge today to get back on track and open up the season with a W.
We will tell you guys again, we're a little late getting started. That's not that's the game. The game was slated to start at 1, but there was some mix-up in the officials. And so the officials pretty much had to turn around and go to a different game. But it's the beginning of the year, Johnny. You expect things like that, man.
Yeah, of course. And a little bit extra time to warm up for the first game.
We would ask all of you to hit that like and share button in the comment sections. Let us know where you're watching from. Johnny, how about we step away for our first 2-minute break, and we'll be back with more right here on Alice Lloyd College and Hometown Sports Corners Facebook pages.
Addiction is a disorder. We treat and we manage addiction like any other disorder. The issue touched me when I start seeing more and more young families fighting addiction, start having babies born with an addiction issue. When we have a great outcome, when we see that person coming back on their feet, working and producing and providing for their family. That's the best outcome, make you feel that.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Tonight's sporting event is sponsored by Tim Short Chevy in Hazard, Kentucky, where they invite you to check out the new 2023 Chevy Equinox. 5 buyers can earn up to $1,250 cash back or an interest rate of 2.1%. If you're looking for something other than the Chevy Equinox, don't worry. Tim Short Chevy in Hazard, Kentucky has a wide variety of selections to satisfy you. Trucks, cars, SUVs, you name it, they've got it. Come see them in Hazard, Kentucky at the Tim Short Chevy dealership. Dr. Fran Hughes is a graduate of Alice Lloyd College and Pikeville's Osteopathic Medicine. Dr. Hughes has spent the last 12 years serving the people of Eastern Kentucky and was most recently promoted to the Associate Professor in her department with the University of Kentucky. She's now seeing patients at Quantum Healthcare in Hazard, Kentucky, the clinic where she began her profession. While walk-ins are welcome, you can also call the clinic to schedule an appointment with Dr. Fran Hughes.
Did you know that one of the top rural health clinics in the state is right in your back door? Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky has been given the title of the largest rural health system in Kentucky. In addition, Primary Care is the 3rd largest rural health system in the nation and the 4th largest employer in Perry County. Call today to schedule an appointment at our Hazard, Hindman, Vico, or Hyden locations. Walk-ins are always welcome.
Welcome back. We are just 10 minutes from opening tip-off for the first game of the Alice Lloyd women's basketball season. We host Carolina University.
Johnny, again, excited about the basketball game, but there's a lot of unknowns. Neither team has played a game yet, so you don't even have a foundation to compare. You can say that this is a team that was runner-up in the nation last year. They returned their top rebounder and 3 of their top 4 scorers. So that lets us know that it's not a rebuilding process. They also have 2 of those 3 players are grad students. In other words, they took that 5th year pretty much. So you know they're experienced.
Oh, yeah.
On the flip side of things, Alice Lloyd College, no Carla Booth, no Hannah Cash. I can keep going on the players that we've graduated that we would really like to have today. So with that said, Miss Katie Jo Moore and Miss Maggard have to step up. Game 1, the dynamic duo has to have big games.
Yes, they can, but they can have big games. In Abby Maggard's first ever game, she had 30 points, so there's nothing that she can't do, and she's not afraid of any moment. Katie Jo, obviously, the leader of this team, the captain, and led by John Mills. He's had a lot of players graduate before, and he's always come back strong the next year. So I don't think there's much to worry about on that side, but losing Hannah Cash, it's never something that you want to do.
We see James Aggie tuning in, Becky Dollarhide tuning in, Alexa Ritchie, Corey Fletcham, Crystal Smith-Watts, Kelly Gayhart, David Malcolm tuning in, Jackie Halls watching. You guys hit that like and share button for us, and let's have ourselves a nice time here in Pippa Passes, Kentucky. Alice Lloyd again tonight, a lot of action going on. Just to the left of us up in the volleyball courts, they're playing an NAIA volleyball matchup. See some of the girls slipping in here to check out what the score is. And then, of course, Johnny just finished up soccer. Have we concluded soccer? No, not yet.
They still have 2 more regular season games and then the tournament game.
So where will that tournament be, do you know?
It will be at Appalachia Bible College.
Okay, so good luck to all of those guys. We hope them the best. Let's go down this roster here if we can for the ladies that are visiting with us tonight. Number 1 will be Nadia Jackson. Bianca Gonzalez will be number 3. Number 4 will be Riley Hogg. Number 5 will be Janaea Mitchell. LaAsia Matthews will be number 10. Number 11 will be Kiani Jackson. Number 12 will be Shantasia Gordon. Number 14 will be Triasia Gordon. Number 15 will be Alea Kidwell. Number 20 will be Maria Beltran. Number 22 will be Felicia Ondongo. Number 23 will be Morgan Penix. 24 will be Carly Bolden, and number 30 today will be Nevaeh Ivy. Coach Hawkins coming in here, her 2nd season, and again, as I said, something like 16 and 8, I believe I saw, but more importantly, they were runners-up in that NCCAA national tournament last year, guys. This is a team that will come in here and looking to make a lot of noise. Couple changes for us on our uniforms here today. I want to make a note of that to myself as we speak. Miss Alyssa Allen will be wearing number 20. In the program, she was a different number. And Katie Markham will wear 40. So we want to make sure we get both of those right in our programs. Alice Lloyd's roster, Olivia Moore. She's a freshman, outstanding player. Abby Maggard, of course, super sophomore from right here in Knott County, Kentucky. Kaylee Hall will be another incoming freshman guard, another super sophomore. I think this young lady got to have a big game tonight, and that's Jamie Cowan, the sophomore out of Paris, Kentucky. Kennedy Harville really impressed me in the blue and white game. Felt like she probably got extra minutes right in the course of that blue and white scrimmage. See if I'm right. Then number 10, like this young lady's playing time too the other night in the scrimmage, That was Ashton Barrett. Jalen Combs will be here tonight, as well as Ray Campbell. You help me on that one. Isaiah.
She will not be playing today, though.
Oh, really?
No, she's not dressing. I'm not sure why, but she's not going to be playing today.
Oh, they'll miss her too, man. She's one of the ones they were relying on to put up some big points for them. Then, of course, as we said, Captain Katie Jo Moore, Bailey Stewart, Kaysen Ward, Shelby Stewart, Kerrigan Salmons, Kelsey Noble, and Emily Estes will also be called upon early and often to play in that inside game. Could be a game of two different tempos. I feel like, for the most part, Alice Lloyd wants to run a lot this season, but this may be one game they may want to slow it down and get in their transition, because they're playing a Carolina team that look like they could take the basketball from coast to coast, any player they had.
Yeah, they look fast, and Alice Lloyd's looking to fill the gap that Madison Thompson left when she graduated last year. Needs some new rebounding, some new interior defense, so it's going to be interesting to see who steps up down low on the block for Alice Lloyd.
We invite all of you again to hit that like and share button in the comment section. Let us know where you're watching from. Got about 125 of you tuned in on this Saturday afternoon. Johnny, how about we step away for a 2-minute break, and we'll be back after this on Hometown Sports Corner.
Did you know that one of the top rural health clinics in the state is right in your back door? Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky has been given the title of the largest rural health system in Kentucky. In addition, Primary Care is the third largest rural health system in the nation and the fourth largest employer in Perry County. Call today to schedule an appointment at our Hazard, Hindman, Vico, or Hyden locations. Walk-ins are always welcome.
Just want to watch the game.
That turned on the ceiling fan. Use the gray remote. Hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
Tonight's sporting event is sponsored by Tim Short Chevy in Hazard, Kentucky, where they invite you to check out the new 2023 Chevy Equinox. 5 buyers can earn up to $1,250 cash back or an interest rate of 2.1%. If you're looking for something other than the Chevy Equinox, don't worry. Tim Short Chevy in Hazard, Kentucky has a wide variety of selections to satisfy you. Trucks, cars, SUVs, you name it, they've got it. Come see them in Hazard, Kentucky at the Tim Short Chevy dealership.
Addiction is a disorder. We treat and we manage addiction like any other disorder. The issue touched me when I start seeing more and more young families fighting addiction, start having babies born with an addiction issue. When we have a great outcome, when we see that person coming back on their feet, working and producing and providing for their family. That's the best outcome, make you feel that you're doing something.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Welcome back again to Hometown Sports Corner's coverage of tonight's exciting NAIA basketball action. Alice Lloyd College down to our left, wearing white unis trimmed in royal blue with a black trim around it. To the right of us is Carolina University's ladies warming up in the black unis. Got dark blue and yellow down the side. Kind of puts me in mind of a Cal, University of California uniform. Of course, Johnny and I happy to be here as we get the 2025 season started off. My 27th year being on the microphone here at Alice Lloyd College and enjoying every minute of it. Got a lot of good stuff going on. You guys make sure you just keep it tuned right here to Alice Lloyd College, as we will be the home of all things Alice Lloyd for the next shall we say, what, Johnny, three and a half months basketball season, run through the end of February.
Yeah, hopefully really late for a good team.
Johnny, you asked me a moment ago were the refs here, and I said, yeah, I think I have spoke too soon because they were letting the girls go back out and warm up again. You know, that always, as a coach, I wasn't a good enough player to worry about it. But as a coach, it always frustrated me when there was things that you like your routine, man. I was a creature of habit. I wanted to go in at a certain time. I wanted to give my instructions, come back out, get loose again a second time. I wanted my players to be sweating anytime we got ready to tip it off, whether it would be middle school, high school, wherever I coached. And you can tell some of these young ladies a little frustrated even. I can read their body language. It's not a good feeling whenever things don't go as planned, especially on a day when you're playing probably one of your best opponents all season.
Yeah, and you're playing the first game of the season against a really good team. You're a little bit nervous, and you just want to get the tip, and then it's already 30 minutes later than what you thought it was going to be. It's really difficult to get back into this mindset.
But nevertheless, you take the hand that's dealt to you, so they say. Johnny, the semester going good so far, brother?
It's going great so far, but we're only just past halfway, so we'll see how it closes up.
Oh, it's all downhill once you reach the halfway mark, brother.
Yeah, a lot more assignments now than before.
You and I, of course, you've been kind enough to help me. We broadcast some soccer on the high school ranks. Appreciate it. I've had a bunch of people comment on how good of a job you've done. And when you start off with me and then go to you, it made you sound even better, my friend.
I don't think that's the case, but it was fun to do some soccer over there at Knott County Central.
Hoping to talk you into coming over and joining us for some basketball. We've got a lot of basketball coming up. We're going to be covering the middle school tournaments, the high school tournaments, and the season, and of course, all of the Alice Lloyd home games. We've committed, I think I have it worked out to where we'll be here for every Alice Lloyd College home game. When I say we, I've joined up now with a TV station here in Knott County, and so in addition to this coverage, we're going to put it on TV as well, just kind of merge them together. But it'll be fun times, man, and we're looking forward to that. You guys, again, in the comments section, let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering on. Again, Dave Hatfield says, Paul Hatfield's watching from Old Pike County. I'm glad you are, my friend. Your young whippersnappers across the way from us over there, as always, talking it up a little bit. Can you believe I'm telling the truth when I say he's over there talking? There's Mike Davis tuning in. There's Braden Hatfield watching us. Thank you guys so much. Madison Miller just joined the broadcast. You guys, again, hit that like and share button. Let us know where you're watching from. Got about 3 or 4 college or high school recruits in here. I know that because I know a couple of the recruits. So they picked a good game. Johnny, I feel like to come over here and watch.
Yeah, for sure. Get to see what Alice Lloyd basketball is all about and one of their biggest games of the season.
My buddy Brian Smith, one of my best friends in the world, says, I'm watching you from the other side of the mountain. Brian, you should have been over here, man. I'd have put you to work. Amanda Duncan is tuning in. Guys, we enjoy interacting with everybody. Last night called the Knott County Central football game, and Johnny, about 4 minutes into the third quarter, it's as if they took buckets. And I'm not talking a sprinkler. It came buckets of rain out of nowhere. I mean, it was a nice, beautiful evening when I got there, and I was just feeling good about everything. halftime was over. We got about 2.5, 3 minutes into the third quarter, and it come a downpour. Wow. So we had about a 40-minute delay, and that put us late getting home. Of course, time you pack all this equipment up and stuff. So a little bit thankful that this was not an even earlier time than what it is.
Yeah.
But they have stopped the clock. I'm assuming, again, that's to give us a little more time for the officials. How about we take another, Johnny, 2-minute break? You guys stay right here. Hopefully we'll have that tip for you just as soon as possible here on Hometown Sports Corner.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call.
Dr. Fran Hughes is a graduate of Alice Lloyd College and Pikeville's Osteopathic Medicine. Dr. Hughes has spent the last 12 years serving the people of Eastern Kentucky and was most recently promoted to an associate professor in her department with the University of Kentucky. She's now seeing patients at Quantum Healthcare in Hazard, Kentucky, the clinic where she began her profession. While walk-ins are welcome, you can also call the clinic to schedule an appointment with Dr. Fran.
Just want to watch the game.
Dad, turn on the ceiling fan, use the gray remote, hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
Did you know that one of the top rural health clinics in the state is right in your back door? Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky has been given the title of the largest rural health system in Kentucky. In addition, Primary Care is the third largest rural health system in the nation and the fourth largest employer in Perry County. Call today to schedule an appointment at our Hazard, Hindman, Vico, or Hyden locations. Walk-ins are always welcome.
Addiction is a disorder. We treat and we manage addiction like any other disorder. The issue touched me when I start seeing more and more young families fighting addiction, start having babies born with an addiction issue. When we have a great outcome, when we see that person coming back on their feet, working and producing and providing for their family. That's the best outcome, make you feel that you're doing something right.
Welcome back. We are awaiting the tip for Alice Lloyd women's basketball versus Carolina University. The game is still delayed. Not exactly sure why.
I am quite sure that it's still the officials. I have, because the only reason I say that, I knew they were late getting here. I guess the guys have to have an ample time to get stretched up and so forth, and then they'll have to meet with the captains, and that has not happened yet. And that's why I'm pretty sure that's what we're waiting on. I don't know, again, if we were told that they'd be here and we'd have time to start at 1:30, but nonetheless, we're still yet waiting on them. Guys, thanks to all of you that are tuning in and being patient with us. Can let you know, Johnny, that in the girls' 14th region volleyball tournament, Knox County Central won the opening game. They beat Breath at 3-0. And they'll move on to the semifinal matchup, where I think I'm right when I say they would play Puri. or on paper, it would look like they would play pretty. I always hate saying that because you never know how those games will go.
Yeah.
But still yet an impressive win for Knott Central as they'll move on to the 14th region semifinals, and we'll keep you updated on the rest of those games as they go throughout the day. Alice Lloyd College again coming in here, guys. It's a new look for them. As we talked about earlier, for 5 years, they've had the luxury of having Hannah Cash that could dribble to the right, cross you over, go left, and put that basket on the backboard and score just about any time she wanted.
Yeah.
Johnny, they won't have that now, brother.
No, they won't. There's going to have to be a lot more coaching by John Mills to get an open shot or create a well-designed play in order to get their points, because there's not someone who can just take over a game like Hannah Cash could on this team anymore.
And then, as you talked about, I really feel like, too, that the presence of Maddie Thompson will be something. Maddie didn't always get double-doubles like I thought she could have because of some injuries and so forth, but she changed people's shots. She forced you to go one way when you wanted to go another, or she deflected the ball, or she would help out when you got in trouble defensively. In addition to the double figures and points that she scored, they'll miss her. I don't think they'll have a problem replacing her points, but it'll be her interior presence that they'll miss more than anything.
Yeah, her rim protection, her interior deep. I mean, just the chore of having to shoot over someone who's that tall. It's something that they're going to definitely miss on the defensive end.
Guys, we do appreciate all of you being here. I want to say thanks to our good sponsors that makes all this happen each and every week for us. And again, we want to, as we get an opportunity, to say thank you to each and every one of you, the fans that tune us in, follow us here. Make this thing so much more enjoyable when you guys are along for the ride. Johnny, of course, the other night during the blue and white game, pretty neat honor for me. The men won the NCCA regional, of course, last year. They got their rings in between the two blue and white games, and lo and behold, they gave me one.
Wow.
And I will forever appreciate that very much.
Congratulations.
I think we found two referees over here to the left of me. We just put Chris and Marty out there and let them referee.
That'd be fine with me. Just
you're just ready to go, right?
Yeah, just to get this ball tipped.
Of course, it is the Lady Bruins of Carolina University coming in here. And like I said, back in March, they battled it out for the NCCAA National Championships on March the 21st. Had a good contest. Just to say you made it to the finals, man. They fell short just a little bit, but got there by beating Alice Lloyd College.
Yes, sir.
You know, Alice Lloyd had beaten them 2 times prior to that, but the third time they met in that quarterfinal, I guess it was, they were the ones that brought Alice Lloyd's season to an end, 80-68 in that contest. Again, this is a team that returns 3 of their top 4 players, their top rebounder, and a second-year coach that is really putting forth a good program and a fun game here. Here comes the referees down as we speak. Mr. Spurlock being brought in here. Johnny, we may need to take us another commercial break, if you don't mind. Guys, again, it's looking more like a 2 o'clock tip at best, because we've still not went through our national anthem and the meeting with the captains at half court. So let's take another 2-minute break, and we'll be back with more right here on Hometown Sports.
Tonight's sporting event is sponsored by Tim Short Chevy in Hazard, Kentucky, where they invite you to check out the new 2023 Chevy Equinox Equinox. 5 buyers can earn up to $1,250 cash back or an interest rate of 2.1%. If you're looking for something other than the Chevy Equinox, don't worry. Tim Short Chevy in Hazard, Kentucky has a wide variety of selections to satisfy you. Trucks, cars, SUVs, you name it, they've got it. Come see them in Hazard, Kentucky at the Tim Short Chevy dealership.
She's a baller, though.
Addiction is a disorder. We treat and we manage addiction like any other disorder. The issue touched me when I start seeing more and more young families fighting addiction, start having babies born with an addiction issue. When we have a great outcome, when we see that person coming back on their feet, working and producing and providing for their family. That's the best outcome. Make you feel that you're doing something right.
Did you know that one of the top rural health clinics in the state is right in your back door? Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky has been given the title of the largest rural health system in Kentucky. In addition, Primary Care is the third largest rural health system in the nation and the fourth largest employer in Perry County. Call today to schedule an appointment at our Hazard, Hindman, Vico, or Hyden locations. Walk-ins are always welcome.
Just want to watch the game.
Dad, turn on the ceiling fan, use the gray remote, hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
Dr. Fran Hughes is a graduate of Alice Lloyd College and Michael's Osteopathic Medicine. Dr. Hughes has spent the last 12 years serving the people of Eastern Kentucky and was most recently promoted to an associate professor in her department with the University of Kentucky. She's now seeing patients at Quantum Healthcare in Hazard, Kentucky, the clinic where she began her profession. While walk-ins are welcome, you can also call the clinic to schedule an appointment with Dr. Fran Hughes.
Okay, Jamie, we are back. We're back. Just before tip, there is a referee in the building, and we should be getting ready to go around 2 o'clock. Late tip, but we're ready. Alice Lloyd's sitting down waiting for further word on when this game's going to start. But I'm excited. Season opener, hosting Carolina University, team who got us in the one that mattered last year. Alice Lloyd has not forgotten.
No, they have not, man. And as we said, it was only a 12-point win last year. So you look at that, but then, Johnny, too, you've been in sports enough, it's kind of hard to compare the two because you got new players. You're playing a different style, perhaps, than what you did last year. You know a little bit about them. It's better than playing somebody you know nothing about. But with that said, it's still a different basketball team for both teams tonight.
Yeah, it's new teams and it's a new season, but it's kind of just something that you hold on to and carry over to the next season, whether it's right or not. But yeah, it's definitely new teams. They brought in a bunch of transfers, some players from JUCO. We brought in a couple transfers and a lot of freshmen this season, so it's going to be exciting to see how the new players show up today and going forward this season.
Do want to mention, too, guys, that as he said, we have about 4 new players that that'll play a lot, from what I understand, in a close game. Coach Mills will play 8, 9, 10 players regardless. And so it'll be fun for us to kind of get used to the new players, and it'll be our first game today. We're anxiously awaiting the tip of this one. Katie Joe Moore's fan club back here supporting it. always nice to see these players have their families get to make it over here and watch some of their games. And that's another advantage of staying close to home, Johnny. As a coach, that'd be one of my #1 recruiting tools when I were going after these local kids is you can get a quality education and go home when we're not playing on the weekends.
Exactly, and when you play a home game, all of your family's right there and they can come see you play.
Or if for some reason they can't, they can always tune in to Hometown Sports Corner here on Facebook Live. Johnny, we did about 10,000 views on the football game last night. Guys, we're doing the volleyball game at the same time. It broke a couple 3,000 views, and so a lot of you folks are supporting us, and the best way to do that is to hit that like and share button. If you're not following us, we broke 16,000 followers last night, so tried to find out who was the 16,000th follower, and I couldn't do it because there was 6 of them at the same time. Hit the follow button pretty much. But anyhow, we're glad that all of you are helping us here on Hometown Sports, and a big thank you to our good sponsors. Coach John Mills, of course, knows Abby Maggard, the Deuce, will be one of the players that he will rely heavily on. And then, as I said earlier, of course, Katie Jo Moore. But I'm anxious then from there, Johnny, to see where the points come from. Because just as you and I know that Abby and her are top players, the opponents do as well.
Yeah, one of the players that I'm really excited to see is Shelby Stewart. She can really get hot from 3 and fill it up from there. So I'm excited to see her finally have a breakout season maybe this coming up.
And another Stewart, Miss Bailey Stewart, from what I understand now, may get that 5th starting spot today. So that'll be neat. We'll see if that holds true. I do want to again say I think big minutes this year has to come from Jamie Cowan, Miss Estes. Both of those, well, I would assume they will share the 4 and the 5 minutes. Probably play some speed at that 4 at certain times, and then if he wants to slow it down, maybe play both of them when they're not in foul trouble. You could make yourself a pretty big team if you played both of them at the same time.
Yeah, pretty big team. You could definitely work inside between those two, but Jamie Cowan is going to be big on the glass this season, because if Emily Estes has the center, she's going to be able to seal her off, and Jamie Cowan can hopefully grab some easy rebounds.
And Cowan plays away from the basket a little more than Estes does too, so they could play, cause some problems for their opponents. But we are in Pippa Passes, Kentucky, and if you think we're stumbling around a little bit, that's because we are. This game was supposed to have started at 1 o'clock. There's some mix-ups in where the officials were supposed to be and what game they were supposed to call. So I guess they got on the horn, told the guys, hey, you should be here instead of going there. And they're here getting dressed as we speak. So hopefully get them out there real soon. Johnny, as we go throughout the world of sports, of course, the NCAA getting started for most teams. University of Kentucky's schedule opens up. Have you had a chance to see Coach Mark Pope's Wildcats?
No, I have not. I saw that they brought in a few big transfers. They got Kobe Bray from Dayton. He was the best three-point shooter in the nation last year. So
21 three-pointers.
Yeah.
Now, I realize it was against Kentucky Wesleyan, but to score 21 three-pointers in a practice is pretty exciting, man.
Oh, it's exciting.
3 guys hit 4 or more three-pointers, so I'm looking forward to that. Of course, an exhibition game last night. Arkansas and Coach Cal took the #1 team, Kansas, down to the wire. So Coach Cal and the guys that left Kentucky, we're going to watch them from afar and see how that one unfolds. Then college football at its best right now. This is the fun time for college football. Everybody trying to punch their tickets for those playoffs. Then we have, of course, World Series action going on as well. And you follow baseball very much.
A little bit. I follow enough to know that the Dodgers won last night 5-2, so they took game 1 of the World Series.
Who you got winning the World Series?
Well, I'm rooting for the Dodgers for Shohei Ohtani. But I'm a casual fan, so Ohtani's good enough for me.
I'm just not, I don't follow it like I used to. My dad and I at one time were we followed when the Reds were good, and then I'll be honest with you, they've just kind of fallen on such hard times. It got to where it wasn't fun. So I grew up initially an Atlanta Braves fan. At that time, Johnny, to show you how old I am, Atlanta's pretty much the only baseball team you can get on the local TV station here. So we didn't have any choice.
Wow.
And then from there, we had, of course, Fox Network brought Cincinnati Reds in here. And we've been able to, with that, pick the Reds up. But about the time that happened, the Reds got to where they wasn't worth picking up. And so I'm hoping my red legs will turn things around, and we'll get us a baseball team once again.
Oh, yeah.
But, guys, one official is here. I'm not sure if they're going to agree to start the game with him or wait on that second one. But we'll try to get a word from that just in a moment.
I think he's got it. I believe in him.
From a coaching standpoint, I would not do this. I'll just be honest. If I'm the visiting coach, no way.
Yeah.
I'm not coming in here in my season starting off with a game with one referee. But I also know you come as far as you want to play. So let's take another 2-minute break, Johnny. Perhaps we'll know more and be able to pass that along to the people. You guys keep it tuned in right here. Hopefully we're closer to tipping off here. We'll be back after this.
Addiction is a disorder. We treat and we manage addiction like any other disorder. The issue touched me when I start seeing more and more young families fighting addiction, start having babies born with an addiction issue. When we have a great outcome, when we see that person coming back on their feet, working and producing and providing for their family. That's the best outcome, make you feel that you're doing something right.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Did you know that one of the top rural health clinics in the state is right in your back door? Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky has been given the title of the largest rural health system in Kentucky. In addition, Primary Care is the third largest rural health system in the nation and the fourth largest employer in Perry County. Call today to schedule an appointment at our Hazard, Hindman, Vico, or Hyden locations. Walk-ins are always welcome.
Just want to watch the game.
Dad, turn on the ceiling fan, use the gray remote, hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
Did you know that one of the top rural health clinics in the state is right in your back door? Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky has been given the title of the largest rural health system in Kentucky. In addition, Primary Care is the third largest rural health system in the nation and the fourth largest employer in Perry County.
Just want to watch the game.
That turned on the ceiling fan, use the gray remote, hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
Tonight's sporting event is sponsored by Tim Short Chevy in Hazard, Kentucky, where they invite you to check out the new 2023 Chevy Equinox. 5 buyers can earn up to $1,250 cash back or an interest rate of 2.1%. If you're looking for something other than the Chevy Equinox, don't worry. Tim Short Chevy in Hazard, Kentucky has a wide variety of selections to satisfy you. Trucks, cars, SUVs, you name it, they've got it. Come see them in Hazard, Kentucky at the Tim Short Chevy dealership.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Dr. Fran Hughes is a graduate of Alice Lloyd College and Pikeville's osteopathic medicine. Dr. Hughes has spent the last 12 years serving the people of Eastern Kentucky and was most recently promoted to an associate professor in her department with the University of Kentucky. She's now seeing patients at Quantum Healthcare in Hazard, Kentucky, the clinic where she began her profession. While walk-ins are welcome, you can also call the clinic to schedule an appointment with Dr. Fran Hughes.
Okay, we are back, and it looks like we will be ready to play right after the national anthem.
During Eagle Madness, we handed out championship rings to members of the 2023-2014. Now we recognize the members who are now able to join us. Hannah Malcolmson.
Miss Hannah Malcolmson is going to come down and receive her regional championship ring. Very happy, again, she'd be able to make it over. Miss Maddie Ward, a very instrumental part of that team too, man. Both of these players are also two players that you and I didn't get a chance to talk about that will be greatly missed here.
Hey, John. And Athletic Director David Hatfield. Girls, let's get a picture.
We got several fans volunteering to referee. I've heard some of them. They do a good job. So only one official. He is out there as we speak, Johnny, talking to both coaches. I wish this had not had to happen, especially for this kind of a game. It's a big game, Johnny.
Yes, it is. This is very unfortunate, but he's going to have to be reffing his tail off out there, covering the entire floor.
I would assume that we are still going to go through our national anthem and our pregame ceremonies. So, Johnny, I throwed you 2 or 3 curveballs. How about we get us another commercial queued up? We'll go to commercial break. During the break, hopefully with the good Lord's help, they'll do that national anthem. And then we will come back with, this time, the tip-off.
I hope so.
We'll be back after this commercial break.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Addiction is a disorder. We treat and we manage addiction like any other disorder. The issue touched me when I start seeing more and more young families fighting addiction, start having babies born with an addiction issue. When we have a great outcome, when we see that person coming back on their feet, working and producing and providing for their family. That's the best outcome, make you feel that you're doing something right.
We are back with starting lineups just before the tip-off. First up, Carolina University.
Again, the Lady Bruins come in here runner-up in the national tournament. They were the team that beat Lloyd College out. And so that will be in the back of the minds of the Lady Eagles. They come in here wearing the black uniforms with a little bit of dark blue and then golden trim down the side. Again, they are the Lady Bruins. So kind of, I guess, the Lady Bruins of UCLA's uniform style. I would liken it more, I think, to the University of Cal's NCAA unis. And then Lloyd in the home white, trimmed in royal blue and black. We're getting ready to get this one started, guys. Again, here on a Saturday afternoon. A little bit later than normal, but that's okay. We are glad to be here as we get the 2024-25 season underway. Here comes the starting lineups for your Lloyd College Lady Eagles. Yes, indeed. The youngster from Corbin, Kentucky, Bailey Stewart, going to get the starting spot at one guard. Number 23, Miss Ward, will start alongside her. How about the deuce? Abby Maggard from Hazard High School. Born and raised right here in Knox County, Kentucky. Then number 10. Going to get the start alongside Katie Jo Moore. Coach John Mills, the veteran coach, walks the sideline. Ashton Barrett, I told you guys she impressed me in the blue and white game. And She's going to get herself some extra minutes starting off as she'll get that fifth and final starting spot here. Coach Mills going, Johnny, with a smaller lineup. He knows what you already pointed out, that he's got a quick-paced game in front of him.
Yes, he does. He's going to be looking to get out and run, transition offense. And
Johnny, he is essentially starting 4 guards.
Yeah.
And big that normally would have played the 3 spot.
Right.
So this is going to be a quick-paced game. And oh, by the way, my buddy Chris Spurlock going to get the pleasure of refereeing this one by himself. He did not have this in mind when he woke up this morning.
He's going to have to be on his horse up and down that court.
The atmosphere getting a little bit up, and you can tell the fans are pumped. We got a nice crowd behind us, Johnny. The folks at home that are watching on our Facebook pages looks across and they see the visitor side. Don't let that fool you. This place has got a nice crowd behind us, and they tip it up, and Katie Jo Moore comes up with it. Alice Law to have it. They'll go right to left on the radio dial. Barrett has it, brings it to the right side. We'll call it a 2-3 zone. Matching up hard out of it right now are the Lady Bruins. Maggard to Moore. Moore back to Maggard. Over on the right side, calls for help. She finds it in Stewart. 15-footer won't go. Rebound, Lady Bruins. They work it to the right side, looking inside in a hurry. Turns, puts it up, won't go. And Alice Lloyd comes down with a rebound. Both teams 0 for 1 right now from the field goal.
Got to sweat a little bit first, putting up quick shots, but they'll settle into this game.
Senior captain has it over in the right corner. She'll take it to Stewart, down the lane to Barrett. Kicks it back out to Katie Jo Moore. 3, be there. Oh, it looked good, but just off the mark.
Got the open look, they just couldn't convert.
You'll take that all night long if you're Alice Lloyd, my friend. Long jumper won't go. Nice rebound by Gordon. Put it back up and it's good. And she gets the first points of the ball game, does Shantasia Gordon for the Lady Bruins. Puts them up 2-0. Moore with it on the right side. She'll go back to Barrett. Her 3 short. 8:30 to play in the first quarter. And right now, Alice Lloyd struggling to get going offensively.
Yeah, Carolina's forcing some deep shots. Carolina also, on the last possession, got that offensive rebound, and that's a testament to them just outsizing us down low.
Posting the guard down on the low post, and 2 more. They have found a mismatch, and Shantasia Gordon gets her second bucket. She's got 4.
That's a really tough matchup for Stewart down there.
Turnover for Alice Lloyd, going to give it back to the Lady Bruins. Down the lane, and one dribble and stolen by Alice Lloyd. Moore looks way ahead. She'll throw it to Stewart. Lays it up off the glass, and it's good. Boy, beautiful pass from Katie Jo Moore to Stewart.
Yeah, it's a way to leak out, too. You do the hard work, you'll be paid off.
Bailey Stewart's first points as an Alice Lloyd Lady Eagle. She's got the basketball as we speak. Boy, she's got some speed about her. Fakes it left, goes right, put it up, won't go. Rebound by Barrett, and she'll go to the line. Youngsters are not afraid to play, man. I like it whenever they want the basketball.
Gritty.
Yes, indeed. Hope you guys are liking this one as much as we are. Took us a little while to get on the air, but boy, we got a good one here now.
Maggard will get Stewart. Stewart was just warming up.
Free throw off the mark, 1 more. As Cowan comes in.
Yeah, sorry,
Maggard.
Cowan.
It's okay, brother. First game, we'll do that. We're both going to have some rust on us.
Yeah, I knew.
0 for 2 from the line. Young lady will get better at that throughout the season. Alice Lloyd down 2. Carolina with the basketball. Boy, they move the ball so well, man. And Cowan, partial rebound cleared by Katie Jo Moore. Moore brings it down the right side. Boy, they're getting aggressive early here defensively. Maggard's got it. Down the lane she goes. Abby should have shot that one.
Yeah, she had it. She had a good look in there deep.
The defender played her to pass that, didn't she? 7 minutes to play. Long 3 won't go. Rebound Ward. Ahead to Maggard. Maggard sets sail on the right side, and it's stolen by the Bruins.
Numbers for the Bruins. Should draw the foul.
Foul going to be on Katie Jo Moore. That'll be her first, team's first.
Kennedy Harville will check in.
Leaving is Maggard. Maggard just going to get a short breather here. I told you guys in the pregame, though, Coach Mill's going to play. Johnny, I think he'll play 8 players if it's a 2-point ball game. He's got a lot of depth. He may play as much as 10 or 12 in a lot of games. Free throw good by Bianca Gonzalez. She'll have another one here. Her first point of the ball game gives her team 5 on the night. Second free throw is good. Give her 2, and the lead is 4 as they lead 6-2. Barrett to trigger the inbound. She'll run the offense. It's Barrett, Moore, Cowan, Ward, and the young lady with the basketball just now checked into the basketball game for Alice Lloyd is Harville.
A good hustle by Harville getting on the floor there and setting up Katie Jo. It just wasn't paid off on the shot attempt.
Moore ahead to Harville. Harville 10-footer, kisses it off the glass, and it's good. 2-point ball game.
Harville's working right now, making the most of her minutes off the bench.
Give Katie Jo Moore the assist.
Good eyes.
Thanks again to all of you tuning in. Those of you watching from Carolina, you hit the like and share button. Let everybody know that you can watch your team right here on Alice Lloyd College's athletics page and Hometown Sports Corner.
Carolina's made a couple substitutions now too. Picked off by Ashton Barrett, going the other way. Foul called on the shot attempt. 2 shots coming to Ashton Barrett.
Barrett might have got a break there, too, to be honest with you. I felt like she probably did just tie it up, but I want to go to bat for the officials. A little extra tonight because it's not officials, it's official.
Yeah,
1, not 3, not 2, 1 guy calling this college game. Barrett to the line. She missed her last 2. She'll try to get on the right side of the column with this one. Free throw is good. Alice Lloyd's first free throw of the ball game. Cuts the lead there. Should be 5. They make it now 5. Misses the second one. Harville had it, but they knocked it out of her hands. They'll say last touched Harville to go back to the Lady Bruins. Get our first look here. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. I was just going to say Katie Jo taking a seat now for Olivia.
Olivia Moore checking in from Chattanooga, Tennessee. You will love her game too, guys. And turnover from the Lady Bruins, going to give it back to Alice Lloyd. 5 1/4 to play. I go to Cowan here. I don't think they have anybody that can guard Cowan on the low post. She's at the top right now, though. Sets a high screen. Barrett has it. Back to Harville. 3 on its way. Won't go hard. Rebound, Lady Bruins. Boy, Alice Lloyd pressing them at all spots, but a backdoor cut, and it's good. Boy, sweet move there by Kiana Jackson. Done a good job moving without the basketball there, Johnny.
Yes, sir. There's a foul. Stewart's going to go to the line here. Shoot 2.
4:48 to play. This youngster here, again, I was told by a couple different people close to the team that she would play early. Well, she has, man, as a freshman, got the start. So that speaks well for her game from Corbin, Kentucky. Free throw off the mark. Boy, Alice Lloyd missed a bunch of free throws. They've left some free throws on the line here.
Alice Lloyd started 3 freshmen today.
Second free throw is good. 3 freshmen, a sophomore, and a senior captain. Right side, the Lady Bruins go with it. Boy, excellent job drawing the defense, kicking it out. It's good. Nadia Jackson, one of those returning players. I told you guys they had some depth. I'm pretty sure I'm right when I tell you she's a 5-year player. Cowan down low. That's where you got to go, man. Keep working. They don't have anybody can guard her down low. Put that one up, won't go, but she's fouled. That's going to be there. She's too strong. She got good footwork. Probably got to let her go to one side or the other rather than catching it in front of the rim. But I would go to Jamie Lowe early and often here on that low post. Going to the free throw line for 2, 4:17 to play. 4th team foul for Carolina. Free throw is good for Cowan. Jamie makes them both. The sophomore connects there from Paris, Kentucky. And Alice Lloyd's cut that lead back to 3, 11-8. Lady Bruins down the lane.
Jamie Cowan tried to draw the charge, but called for the block.
Boy, it's awful good there, man. But again, it's just going to be virtually impossible to make that call as a referee from this far out. That's not the official's fault, really, there. That call would have came from the official that was on the baseline. Missed opportunity there by Jackson. Kiana has 2 points, looking for her 3rd with this next free throw. Talked to her folks earlier today, and they were excited to be here in Pippa Passes to watch her play. 4:06 to play, 12-8. Ward and Moore has checked back into the game. Maggard has it at the top of the key to Stewart. Stewart works it down the lane, put it up, and it's good.
Beautifully done by Stewart.
Bailey leads all scorers with 5 points, cut the lead to 2. Alice Lloyd would like to get another stop here, but not going to do it. Beautiful pass right there. That's excellent ball movement as they went over to Morgan Phoenix. Phoenix with that one. Oh, down the lane. Looked good for Moore, just off the mark a tad bit. 14-10.
I think she had her shot blocks down there.
Moore with a rebound and
out of bounds, Alice Lloyd ball.
So it's Moore and Moore, Maggard, Stewart, and Ward on the floor right now. 3 costly turnovers here in the last minute for Alice Lloyd. Had it not been for them, Johnny, they may be leading down 10-14.
Yeah, a lot of missed opportunities early, but it's a young team and it's only the first game of the season, so you're going to have some of that.
Well, again, you know, everybody trying to get in game shape, you know. There's nothing, I talked about it here in the blue and white game, nothing better to get you ready. Good block by Ward than game time play. Shot put up, won't go. Ahead to go to Stewart. Stewart on the left side, down the lane. And it'll stay with Alice Lloyd. Coach Mills looking for a play here. Moore to set the inbounds to Katie Jo Moore. Rifles the pass up to Maggard. Maggard to the top of the key. Step back 3. Got it. Abby Maggard with a big 3. Her grandma is here. Miss Barb Miller, and she's smiling from ear to ear as Alice Lloyd has cut it to 1, 14-13. Oh, went for the steal and came up empty-handed, and that's going to give an easy bucket for Penix. She has 4. Left side, they go to Moore. That cross-court pass is hard to make at this level, brother.
Yeah, that one was just a little bit high, led Olivia out of bounds.
Defense going to stretch you out, make you oftentimes to be able to catch it, be too close to that baseline. Down 3, 16-13, minute 40 to play. Boy, Alice Lloyd's defense pretty good right now, though. You'll take this. Oh, and a big rebound and a nice finish there by Kiana Jackson. She has 5, brother.
Right over the discarded Stewart.
Harville with it.
That's ill-advised.
Just won't go, man. You're used to that in the high school ranks. You can make that pass. Can't make that here. Maggard has it. She got numbers.
Nice pass.
Oh, it was a beautiful pass. Harville come up short. Katie Jo Moore plucks the ball out there.
Under a minute to play in the first quarter now.
18-13. You try to keep her from getting the ball back. .42 seconds to play in the first quarter. 13 Alice Lloyd, Carolina 18. 5-point deficit here. Carolina trying to stretch this lead out with a basketball.
Ashton Barrett's going to get Katie Jo Moore for the last 42 seconds.
One dribble, turns, puts it up, won't go. Carolina with a big offensive rebound, though.
Wide
Long
open.
3, made them pay for it, man. Those rebounds will kill you, Johnny.
Yeah. Second chance points.
Biggest lead of the ball game, 21-13, 20 seconds, and Alice Lloyd to get a chance for a good look, won't go. Rebound, Carolina. Shot put up, and it's good. Boy, smooth shot by Jackson. She's got 5. The lead stretched out to 10. Stewart lets it fly, won't go, and we played 1 quarter. Alice Lloyd College 13, Carolina 23. Let's find out what changes they make as we'll bring it back to you after this 60-second commercial break.
Did you know that one of the top rural health clinics in the state is right in your back door? Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky has been given the title of the largest rural health system in Kentucky. In addition, Primary Care is the 3rd largest rural health system in the nation and the 4th largest employer in Perry County. Call today to schedule an appointment at our Hazard, Hindman, Vico, or Hyden locations. Walk-ins are always welcome.
Just want to watch the game.
Dad turned on the ceiling fan, used the gray remote, hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
Welcome back. Start of the second quarter of play. Alice Lloyd 13, Carolina 23. It's been a high-paced game so far. Alice Lloyd still in the... John Mills still drawing something up, telling his players that they've got to do the second half to cut the lead down.
Johnny, again, right now what Alice Lloyd's got to do is take care of the basketball offensively. I think a little better shot selection. And then on the defensive end, man, you cannot allow this team to get through the lane. Of their 23 points, they got probably 10 of them by those backdoor cuts. You got to, keep the offensive player in front of you.
Yeah, they're getting right to the basket on offense. On defense, Carolina's forced a lot of deep threes from Alice Lloyd. Alice Lloyd cannot just stand to settle for those.
Lady Bruins with a 10-point lead and the basketball. 3 from the top of the key, and it's good. Kiana Jackson is for real, man. She's got 8 points. Leads all scorers. Maggard with the basketball. Right side to Harville. Barrett for 3. Won't go.
She's had a rough three-point shooting night so far. The shooters keep shooting.
Yes, sir. Gonzalez for 3. Won't go. Rebound. Boy, good ball movement again on that low post, and the bucket is good. Give that one to Gordon. She has 6. Inside to Cowan. Cowan, low post move, takes it down the lane, put it up, won't go. And they say no foul, they'll play on. Lady Bruins with it, left side to go with it, kick it back up. 3 on its way, won't go. Alice Lloyd down 15, need to make a run, Johnny.
Yes, they do.
Maggard for 3, won't go.
It's really difficult to come back in games if you don't have the 3-ball going too, so.
Well, and again, you want Abby to shoot it anytime she's got it. She's got the green light, but that may have been a little quick into the offense. Long shot by the Bruins. You need to cut into the lead with stops and buckets on the other end.
We've had a couple stops in a row now. Feeding Cowan in the paint. Blocked. Shot there. No room to move for Cowan.
We knew this was going to be one of the top teams in the NCCAA, man. Runners up in the national tournament last year. Returned, as I said, 3 of their top 4 players, their top rebounder. We built it up in the pregame as potentially the best game maybe on the schedule, Johnny. And it's the first game of the season. 15-point deficit, 28-13. Let's keep it here. I've run you to death on the commercials. I'll run down some stats for you. For the Lady Bruins of Carolina, Nadia Jackson with 5. Bianca Gonzalez with 5. Kiana Jackson with 8. 6 points for Shantasia Gordon and 4 points for Morgan Penix. For Alice Lloyd, Miss Abby Maggard with a 3-pointer. Jamie Cowan with 2 free throws. Kennedy Harville with 2. Ashton Barrett with a free throw. And Bailey Stewart leads all scorers with 5. Alice Lloyd got to find some way to get Katie Jo Moore going, man. They got to have points out of the senior captain.
Yes, they do.
As you said, though, this team may be better defensively than they are offensively, man.
Their defense has been really good. They play that high zone. Key is you got to break the zone by going through, passing the ball.
Alice Lloyd going to match them up man to man here. Steps called. Over on the right side, Ashton has it to Harville. Harville looks to Stewart from that left corner. We got to find something going to the rim. When that ball's not going, when the long range shot's not going, somebody got to find a gap and take it to the rim, man. Stewart, and that one's stolen by Maggard. Cowan has it now.
Nice hands.
Yes, sir. Ashton Barrett has it stolen away, though. Partially blocked, yes, sir.
But Carolina sticks with it. On the ground now.
Ooh. Got a foul, I think. That's going to go against Alice Lloyd. Oh, my, it's a big foul, too, because that's 2 now on Cowan.
He's going to have to take a seat. Ward will come in.
Did not like that call. Hard to give a ref a hard time when he's calling it by himself, though. Lady Bruins with the basketball. Long three-pointer, and it's good. Boy, they have shot the lights out here in Pippa Passes, Kentucky.
Yes, they have. Lead up to 18 now.
LaAsia Matthews with her first points of the ball game. This big three-pointer.
Maggard through the middle.
Still like the effort, man. Drive through the heart of that defense. Good things happen.
Foul called against Carolina.
Run a box set to throw it in. Stewart has it, one dribble, turns, puts it up, and it's good.
Nice fake on the shot. As soon as she caught it, she blew by.
She has 7 points to lead all scorers, Johnny. For Alice Lloyd. Down the lane, little teardrop, and it rolls in for Matthews. She's got 5.
They get it right back in a flash.
Maggard has it left side. 3 on its way. Won't go.
She's trying to take over right now.
Needs to see the shot fall here. Stolen by Ward. Should go to Barrett. Barrett has it at half court. Left side to Harville. Thought about the 3. She'll skip it to Maggard. Maggard, pull-up jumper, won't go. Like to see Abby went on to the rim. She had the defense to her side. Go all the way to the rim there. Shot put up, and it's good by LaAsia Matthews. She has 7, and that lead up to 20. Alice Lloyd got to stop the bleeding here, man. Barrett has it on the left side to Maggard. Ward from 15, got it.
Got it. Nice spot up shot right there. Can't get it all back at one time. It's gonna have to be bit by bit.
Cajun Ward, the freshman, with that last bucket. Gets in the books, cuts the lead to 18.
Olivia's gonna take Kennedy out of the game for a little bit.
Down low, Maggard with a block, and his last touched Lady Bruins. It'll go back to Alice Lloyd. So you've caused the turnover. Now you need a bucket here.
That's a big time play by Abby Maggard. Even though she hasn't been able to get the ball to drop, she's still going 100% on the defensive end and getting that shot block. Ball going straight back to Carolina off a turnover. Under 5 minutes in the second quarter now.
Shot put up, won't go. Rebound, Stewart. Boy, they've given Alice Lloyd an opportunity here. Come up short a couple times in a row. Maggard's floater won't go. That's a foul if we've got all 3 referees here. It is, man.
I think so, yeah.
Johnny, during the next break, we may let our camera guys, we need to zoom in some. All that extra camera space there, yeah. With anything on the top of the key needs to be eliminated. We'll work on that, though. I noticed the other night, I feel like we can zoom in a little bit more from up there and make it more enjoyable for the folks at home. Boy, good defense right here for Moore. Olivia was playing some good D. Loose ball, and Barrett comes out of there with it to Stewart.
Going to be a push, though, against Carolina.
4
Great
minutes
hustle.
to play, 35-17.
Ashton Barrett getting her jersey dirty down there, ripping the rebound out of the offensive player's hands.
Stewart fouled at the free throw line. That's going to be on number 3, Gonzalez. her second, team's third. Foul on the floor, so they'll throw it in. They'll look, nobody there. Finds her then just in the nick of time, and another bucket by Stewart.
Right there, well executed.
Alice Lloyd has done well anytime they've had a chance to throw it in underneath their own basket. Out of bounds. It'll go back now to the Lady Eagles. Barrett with a basketball. Left side to Maggard. Maggard baseline, little teardrop, won't go. Boy, Abby has had a hard time offensively.
Frustrating day so far, but we're not a lot of game left.
Oh yeah, and again, there'll be games, man, where she'll lead them and score them.
Yeah, absolutely.
You'll take her all day long, but as Penix gets that one, that gives her 6 and the lead back up to 18.
Well, slipped out of the hands of Olivia there, and it's going to be stolen away by Gonzalez. And then Olivia commits the foul on the other end.
Frustration foul there. 3:02 to play, 37 to 19. Harville and Katie Jo Moore coming into the ball game. They'll join Ward, Olivia Moore, and Stewart. 37-19. First free throw is good for Gonzalez. She'll have another one. She is 3 of 3 from the charity stripe. Second one is good as well.
Carolina's lead is now 20 with 3 minutes left in the second quarter.
Oh my, had a cutter going through. Harville for 3, won't go.
Tried to trap in the corner and committed the foul there.
2:43 to play. Alice Lloyd down 20, Johnny. They'll have to come up with some stops defensively. Thanks to all of you that are tuning in today. Be sure, as I said earlier and often, let us know where you're watching from in that comment section. Johnny, I really appreciate you helping me down here today, brother.
Of course. Both free throws from Carolina are good.
Brodick Moore says he's watching from Moorhead, Kentucky. Thank you for doing so. Hit that like and share button for us. Moore down the lane and won't go. Good sportsmanship as they're going to help her up. And they say the foul was on the floor. That's the 4th foul, so it would be free throws from here on.
Katie Jo was looking to pass there and got bumped over.
Darrell Lee tuning in. That's my friend, Mr. Jeff Dobson, tuning in. How are you, brother? George McCall tuning in. Alice Lloyd down right now. Big numbers, 41 to 19. But Katie Jo Moore just hit a big 3-pointer there to hopefully get things going here. That's Katie's first points of the ball game.
Oh, she's looking to heat up yet. It's big time steal by Olivia. Can't pay it off, gets her own rebound though, and will finish.
Olivia misses it, but then gets her own rebound. She's padding the stats, man.
Yeah.
Offensive rebound and a putback.
Won't help the field goal percentage, but she'll get the rebound at least.
Alice Lloyd on a 5-0 run. Like to get one more stop here. Got a little bit of that momentum trying to trickle over on their side of the court. Carolina with a basketball. Boy, Moore about got another steal there. Down the lane, put it up, won't go. Rebound Moore. Katie Joe has it. Right side to Moore. Harville for three. Won't go.
Place was about to erupt with that
He was,
three.
but you can feel it, man. Timeout, says the Lady Bruins. They've seen a little run for Alice Lloyd, and they're going to try to regroup. As they take the timeout, we will as well. We'll be back after this 60-second break.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
We're back, 1:26 to play in this first half of action. Alice Lloyd women's basketball openings day against Carolina University. Alice Lloyd 24, Carolina 41, but Alice Lloyd is on a 5-point run right now. Momentum has been shifting a little bit out of the Carolina timeout.
Lady Bruins with a basketball as they cross the timeline. They'll go into the heart of the zone. Kick it out of there. That's Mitchell with it. Down the lane, put it up, won't go. Boy, another big offensive rebound, though. You can't have that as Riley Hogg gets her first point of the ball game. Hogg got a good offensive rebound and a putback. Cowan thought about the three. Instead, she'll drive down the heart of the defense. Put it up. That one won't go. Loose ball, and who's coming away with it? It's still loose.
It's still loose.
Ward over to Moore. Moore has it right side. She'll come off of a screen. Down the lane, rifles it out. Three on its way, off the mark. I think we're living too much on the three-point land, man.
We are.
I know you're down big and threes cut the lead, but only after you've made it, you know? .22 seconds to play. Shot put up, won't go. Rebound Cowan. They'll turn the shot clock off. Alice Lloyd could hold it for the last one if they chose to.
I don't think they're going to. Harville hoists and misses. 10 seconds now, Carolina coming back.
Harville back tap with 6.8 seconds to play. Now the Lady Bruins, I would assume, will hold it for the last shot. Leading by 19 points, 43-24. A foul would put them on the free throw line. You don't want to foul, but you can't give them an easy bucket. 1 second shot put up. It's good. Three-pointer.
Big time shot.
Oh, they ran that to perfection, did they not, brother?
Yes, they did. They knew exactly where they were going.
Janaea Mitchell with her first points of the ball game, and it's a three-pointer. Alice Lloyd trails Carolina 46-24. Let's take a 60-second break. We'll be back to tell you more about it after this.
Addiction is a disorder. We treat and we manage addiction like any other disorder. The issue touched me when I start seeing more and more young families fighting addiction, start having babies born with an addiction issue. When we have a great outcome, when we see that person coming back on their feet, working and producing and providing for their family. That's the best outcome, make you feel that you're doing something right.
Dr. Fran Hughes is a graduate of Alice Lloyd College and Pikeville's osteopathic medicine. Dr. Hughes has spent the last 12 years serving the people of Eastern Kentucky and was most recently promoted to an associate professor in her department with the University of Kentucky. She's now seeing patients at Quantum Healthcare in Hazard, Kentucky, the clinic where she began her profession. While walk-ins are welcome, you can also call the clinic to schedule an appointment with Dr. Fran Hill.
All right, we're back. We are at the half. Alice Lloyd 24, Carolina 46.
Right now for Carolina, they're led in scoring by number 11, Kiana Jackson, but boy, it's been a well-balanced offense. She has 8. Leisha Matthews with 7. Jayana Mitchell with 5. 2 points for Riley Hogg, 7 points for Bianca Gonzalez, 5 points for Nadia McDowell. Shantasia Gordon with 6 and Morgan Penix with 6. For Alice Lloyd, Olivia Moore with 2, Abby Maggard with 3, Jamie Cowden with 2, Kennedy Harville with 2, Ashton Barrett with 1, Katie Jo Moore with 3, Carson Ward with 2, and Bailey Stewart has been the bright spot on the scoreboard for Alice Lloyd. She has 9. Johnny, again, down 22 points. We knew this was going to be a tough one, but we didn't expect it to be this tough, my friend. Even with that said, I still feel like, and maybe it's just the homer in me, I don't know, but I think Alice Lloyd's got a chance to make a run in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. You can never say die. I mean, they have a lot of good players, a lot of talent, and a really good coach, so I'm sure John Mill's going to fire it up for the second half of action. They can definitely come back. It's not an insurmountable lead by any means.
We'll watch them here as this one unfolds and wish them the best of luck. Guys, thanks to all of you that are tuning in. Got a late start if you're wondering what's going on and so forth. The officials, from what I gathered, was sent to a different game. Things like this are going to happen this early in the season. So they were able to make some calls, and one official is here, bless his heart, he's calling the game by himself. And there have been times, Johnny, it's cost both teams some possessions. That's not his fault. He's doing the best that any one person can do. But this kind of game isn't made for one referee.
No, this is too big of a game.
But they'll play on and do the best they can, and we'll do the best we can. We're going to step away for a 2-minute break. After this 2-minute break, we'll be back here with more action from Pippa Passes, Kentucky on the Alice Lloyd College Sports Network.
Tonight's sporting event is sponsored by Tim Short Chevy in Hazard, Kentucky, where they invite you to check out the new 2023 Chevy Equinox. 5 buyers can earn up to $1,250 cash back or an interest rate of 2.1%. If you're looking for something other than the Chevy Equinox, don't worry. Tim Short Chevy in Hazard, Kentucky has a wide variety of selections to satisfy you. Trucks, cars, SUVs, you name it, they've got it. Come see them in Hazard, Kentucky at the Tim Short Chevy dealership.
Welcome back, guys. Halftime here in Pippa Passes, Kentucky, and going to be joined with the head coach of the Lady Bulldogs of Hazard High School, Mr. Todd Howard. And Todd, man, appreciate you coming down and talking to me. Won't be long till we'll turn the Lady Bulldogs loose.
Absolutely. Just a good opportunity to come over and watch some local talent. You know, of course, Abby Maggard. Several of these girls from Martin County I had the pleasure to be around early on, Alyssa and Katie, and you got Kerrigan Salmons and you know, Kennedy Harville when she was at Floyd Central. So a lot of recognition here.
Coach, talk to me about, first of all, this seems like a loaded question, but so often folks at home just assume their kid can play at this next level. But Todd, that's not necessarily the case. It takes a lot to play anywhere at the next level.
100%. just the commitment, you know, and I'll never forget, you know, when Abby come over here, the shot clock. You know, that first couple weeks of practice, she was, you know, messaging back and forth. She's like, everything's so much quicker, and it is, you know. I mean, and then you add on just the commitment of academics, and then you've got the other part of having to be involved in school and all that. And it's a process, and, you know, there's a lot of talent right here. You know, you look around at a lot of these kids, they were the best player on their team in the mountains, and they come here, and sometimes you don't get the playing time early on, but it's a process to work through.
Bigger, quicker, stronger. Bigger, quicker, stronger. I tell everybody that. Coach, about your Lady Bulldogs, won't be long, man, till we get things going. You got to be excited.
Yeah, I'm extremely excited. I've said it all along, and we're still young. We're still, I've got one junior in my program, no seniors. We're all freshmen and sophomores and eighth graders still yet, but experience. I mean, you're looking at a group of girls that's been, you know, 2 regional tournaments. You know, last year coming off All-A championship game. You know, district runner-up 2 years in a row. We've got a ton of experience. We're young, but we've got a ton of experience, and we're hoping that that's kind of what takes us over this year.
I feel like, Coach, it'll be another fun region. The 14th region this year got a lot of parity, in my opinion. I know preseason polls are going to have Knott County probably on the top spot of that thing, but there will be 4 or 5 teams, I believe, in the mix of it all year.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, I think people underestimate Owsley County and what Coach Smith has done over there. His kids are going to play you hard, and I still think that until somebody can routinely knock them off, they're kind of right there with
I agree with that.
You know?
I agree with 100% with that.
Then after that, you know, I think we're in the mix there. I also think that Leslie County, even though you know, they lost some players, I think Coach Farmer does a heck of a job as far as getting those kids to play hard and her style of play, and it'll be. I think she's going to surprise us. A team that, if they get healthy, it's going to be Breathitt County. You know, they've got some young kids, and anytime you've got the Combs girl, Lexi, and she's a heck of a player, and if he's able to bring those kids along, they're a team that could make some run. And then, of course, Estill County, I mean, they're right there. So, yeah, it's kind of wide open still yet, and I think it should make for a good region this year.
I'm old enough to be able to say I called games when girls basketball wasn't what it is. But now let's just be honest. This game is sped up, and it's got fun to watch. No longer do we have games in which the bulk of the points were scored from the free throw line. Right. The girls' game has really evolved at all levels, I feel like, Todd.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like we're kind of on the cusp of seeing this thing kind of open up even more. And, you know, I mean, just like our team, I mean, the last 2 years, we've not shot, you know, from the three-point line. Of course, our first year, Abby, you know, she shot about 39% from the three-point line, and as a team was about 28. Last year, we was about 19%. You know, so this year, our big focus is to extend that range, and I think when teams see us, and that's something that we've added is just a three-point shot and being able to consistently shoot it and in the right situations. But, man, I mean, the game of girls basketball is just, it's blowing up everywhere, and I feel like, you know, the caliber and in mountain basketball especially. I mean, you're coming off of Trinity Row being, you know, Miss Kentucky out here in the mountains, you know.
Sure.
Tons of talent, and you look around the 13th region, the 15th, and, you know, 14th. There's lots of girls that move on to the next level to go get their education paid for by the game of basketball. So that's
one of the reasons we put the emphasis that we do on middle school basketball is that's the feeder program. That's where you build things. And it wasn't that long ago Maddie and the girls were playing in these middle school tournaments. And lo and behold, now she'll be one of the top players in the 14th region. And I love that. I like to watch these kids continuously grow their game, man.
Right. And I love it. You know, and I'm heavily invested in my program from
nobody, guys. Nobody more than this guy. Anything I go to, I see you or Coach Chandler one at, and a lot of times both of you are there. And I asked one day, I said, are they the ADs here? I was kidding my buddy Eddie Brown and the AD over there, but you guys, you've bought in, and you have to. To build a program, you got to be involved in everything going on, all things hazard.
And it has to be. And you know, I'm fortunate being in an independent school district with one elementary, one middle school. You know, it may be a little bit different if I'm at a county school or something along those lines, but where I'm at, I mean, it makes sense. I want to know my kids from 2nd grade up, and just like taking, you know, we took a group of kids back down to the state tournament. We were down, you know, 2 or 3 starters, but nonetheless, you know, we took, you know, some young kids down, and it's a great experience to get out of the mountains, go play teams from central Kentucky and western part of Kentucky, and you go down there and you grow. And so I'm a big fan of high school coaches being involved with their middle school. I just think it's just nothing but a positive, man.
To get a coach at Hazard, I talked about how the game has evolved, but it's always been special there. I can talk you through the Sizemores, and I won't even start with the different names. Alexander that I covered over there. Girls basketball has always been special at Hazard. Have Memorial Gym of all the tradition, and then to have the administration you got a pretty good gig over there, Coach.
I absolutely, for my first gig and my first opportunity, I couldn't ask for a better place to be. And like you said, the history, I'll put Memorial Gym and just the feel when you walk in.
It's not close.
It's not. There's so much history on the boys, girls. I mean, just so many things have happened there.
To still have the floor that you've got.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
just the environment. You know, I mean, nowadays, you know, nothing against schools that, you know, got the big nice gyms and all that, but the feel, and I'll never forget it when Eddie, you know, he called me over one day and during district tournament, had me come over, and I remember parking up on High Street and walking down the hill, and the windows are open, and you hear the crowd.
Right.
This day and time, you don't have that feel. You know what I mean? You don't
Only
have
place
that.
you can broadcast the game and still smell the popcorn popping. You know, it's an old school atmosphere, and I hope we never get away from that. I'd love to see them maybe get some more parking somehow, but I hope that place shines bright long after I'm gone, man. But I appreciate you coming over and talking to me. Final question for me. What instructions would you give? You talked about the 2nd, 3rd graders. What would you tell parents that have young ladies wanting to play the game? What advice would you give them?
I'm going to say that fundamentals is everything. And I feel like sometimes we overplay kids at a young age, meaning that we go out here and put them on a travel team, and, you know, they go and they beat somebody 65 points and get in the gym, you know, get outside, do something, find a place that you can just work on just the simple things. Ball handling. If you can handle the ball, I promise you, there's a coach that's going to let you
looking for you.
Find some time for
yes,
you.
Sir.
You know, and so just keep it simple. You don't have to spend thousands upon thousands of dollars traveling around at that young age. Just get them in a gym, get them in an environment, put a ball in their hand, teach them to love the game, and the rest kind of falls into place.
I agree with it. Man, thanks for coming down and talking to me.
Hey, I appreciate everything you guys do for our sports and the local community, because it's good. Our girls love it, and we appreciate everything y'all do.
Well, we're going to be over there, Hometown 24, and myself. I've joined up with them this year, and we'll be in Memorial Gym for a couple of the big games, and look forward to being over there, brother.
Awesome. We look forward to seeing you guys.
And again, that is the head coach for the Lady Bulldogs. Our friend there, Mr. Todd Howard, does an excellent job at Hazard High School. Guys, it's about that time. High school basketball will come out a-blazing with a bunch of big games, got some quality coaches, and we're just looking forward to it. Going to do a media timeout under the 5-minute mark. I did just mute my mic to tell my buddy Spurlock he's doing a good job. No one referee would have attempted this. I got to talk to him afterwards and see what was he thinking. One man can't do 3 people's job at anything. If you want to try it, I'll call your boss and see if they can't find you 3 times the work. But with that said, 24-46, 22-point deficit. Alice Lloyd got to chop away at it. Did they? Up here or not central? Ten-minute third quarter awaits us. It is 24-46. White basketball. Again, if you're Alice Lloyd, there's not a 22-point lead. You just chip away at it, little bits at a time here. Miss Abby Maggard to throw it in right here in front of us. Should go to Barrett. Barrett has it. picks up her dribble, over to Stewart. Stewart right side to Maggard. Maggard looking, nobody there yet. Maggard, couple dribbles inside to Ward. Ward cradles the ball, kicks it out to Moore. Moore down the lane, leaves it over for Ward, last touched. Bruins, and it'll stay with Alice Lloyd. Alice Lloyd was down 10 at the end of the first quarter. We're back and forth the whole quarter, but then that lead stretched out to 10 at the end of it. And now they trail by 22. Outscored big time in that second quarter. Right side to go to Barrett. She lets the three fly. Won't go. Shot that one, trying to beat the clock, Johnny.
Didn't get the look that they wanted there, that they had to hoist at the end of the shot clock.
Offensive rebound, put it up, won't go. A second board, and Alice Lloyd, you can't play catch-up giving up offensive rebounds.
Not at all.
Enjoyed our interview with Todd Howard from the Lady Bulldogs of Hazard High School. Down the lane, little runner for the Bruins is good. Nadia Jackson with 7 points. Now for this team coming out in a 1-2-2 press, just trying to cause Alice Lloyd to eat up some clock and slow them down. It worked. Jackson has it. She leaves it over here for Gonzalez. Rifles it inside to Kidwell. Inside out, they go with it. Set the offense up from the left corner, back to Kidwell. Boy, that was a nice play. Drew the defense and left it over for her.
Would you consider going to the bigger lineup?
I don't know, man. I feel like right now with this team, Alice Lloyd, I'm surprised we don't see some full court pressure here as Katie Jo Moore scores. That's only Katie Jo's second field goal. She's got 5. 8:15 to play. Shot fired up off the glass, and it's good. The bank is open for Miss Gordon as she hits her first 3. She's got 9, and that's a dagger, man. You know it's going to be a rough day when that happens. Basket by number 10, Ashton Barrett. That's her first field goal. She's got 3. Stolen by Stewart. Stewart has it. She'll cross over on the left side. Down the lane she goes. Hangs, puts it up, and it's good. Bailey Stewart with 11. 7:30 to play in the contest. Down 23. Just don't quit playing, man. If you're Alice Lloyd, you keep playing defense and try to chip away into this. See if you can't make a basketball game out of it. Shot put up, won't go. And somebody left their position defensively there. Ward done an excellent job. She closed out her person and had her hands high to prevent a bad shot from going. But then that long rebound, somebody got to be there for that. That's frustrating for Coach Mills.
One box out the shooter, and she was able to get her own shot and then draw the foul on top of that.
Looking, finds her. Boy, at the last option, tossed it over to Jackson, and Kiana gets her 10th point. (55-30), Alice Lloyd trailing big. Katie Jo Moore with the basketball. Inside to Cowan. Barrett, right side, she goes to Moore. To Maggard. Abby's 15-footer won't go.
Heavily contested shot there by Maggard. Looking for anything.
Shot on the other end is good by Nadia Jackson. Give her 8.
That was a nifty little scoop.
Beg your pardon, give her 9.
Barrett short on the 3.
See a slew of subs coming in for Alice Lloyd.
Katie Markham will check in to her first game as an Alice Lloyd Eagle. The freshman out of Martin County. And Shelby Stewart will get her first minutes this season.
Markham wearing number 41 today. Harville has it. 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. Nice spin move, puts it up, won't go. I think she got caught up in whether or not to pass it or not, and probably should have just attacked that rim with the mindset of scoring if they don't stop you. Long three-pointer, won't go, and Cowan with a rebound. Jamie's got it. She crosses the timeline. Long three, won't go. Olivia Moore going after her defensively. Shot fired up, and it's good by Matthews. Matthews with the layup, give her 9.
If you're aggressive for the steal and you miss it, you're going to leave your team a man down on defense.
3 is good. Shelby Stewart with her first points of the season. Hits that big three-pointer.
She does that.
Jamie Cowan, they're going to actually take a timeout before Cowan could tie it up. Good job there. Safe possession. 4:46 to play. As they take the timeout, we will as well. Let's break away for a 60-second commercial, and we'll be back after this.
Dr. Fran Hughes is a graduate of Alice Lloyd College and Pikeville's osteopathic medicine. Dr. Hughes has spent the last 12 years serving the people of Eastern Kentucky and was most recently promoted to the associate professor in her department with the University of Kentucky. She's now seeing patients at Quantum Healthcare in Hazard, Kentucky, the clinic where she began her profession. While walk-ins are welcome, you can also call the clinic to schedule an appointment with Dr. Fran Hughes.
We're back, 4:46 left to play in the third quarter. Alice Lloyd 33, Carolina 59. Carolina inbounding the ball out of the timeout. Drove straight through the middle of the defense, but it got poked out. It'll stay with Carolina. And they're going to take another timeout.
There comes that media timeout that they told us they would have. So 33-59. John, let's keep it here. We've taken quite a few commercial breaks. Again, down 26. If you're Alice Lloyd College, what are you trying to do here, man?
Trying to not forget your game plan and just stick to the fundamentals here. Need a lot of big stops, obviously, but you got to keep your composure. Maybe forget about the score for a couple possessions and just get back to your game, what you've been practicing all these weeks leading up.
Play defense. Be active with your hands on defense. Take care of the basketball offensively. And I've said it, and I'm going to continue to say it. Everybody knows there's not a bigger Alice Lloyd fan in the world. I love this program, but our shot selection today has not been the best. Just to be quite honest with you, pal. We got to take better shots than what we have taken in this contest.
And don't get down on yourselves. There's not a time left. Score is
just make a game out of it.
Yeah.
Right. Cut it. Anything. If you get this thing back under 10, you've done good. Yeah. Maybe you try and make the goal to be outscore them in each quarter. But down 23 at halftime, you knew it was a big deficit. We'll see what they can do, though, here. Final 4:40 to play in this third quarter. Carolina with the basketball. Looking inside, nothing there just yet. Long three-pointer. That one's off the mark.
Offensive rebound again.
If you're going to play man, you got to know where your person is. When that ball goes in the air, find them and box them out. It's your responsibility to take care of your person.
It's supposed to be the easiest to rebound when you're in man.
Right, should be, man. Harville with it over on the left side. Good defensive steal there by Moore. Olivia Moore steal down inside to Cowan. And Harville gets a three to fall. Nice job there for the Lady Eagles. Kennedy Harville's second field goal. She has 5. 3:40 to play. Lady Bruins with a basketball. That's Matthews with it. She goes across the way to Jackson. Jackson finds her teammate, Hogg. Hogg, pull-up jumper. Shot is good. Boy, that's a smooth shot there by Riley Hogg. Give her 4 points on the contest. Got to keep her dribble alive. One thing I would say about Harville. Stewart inside to go to Cowan. Cowan faces the rim, down the lane, won't go, but she's fouled on the floor. 3:07 to play. Look across the way and see number 3, Bianca Gonzalez, checking in. She has 7 points. Don't foul her. She's 4 of 4 from the free throw line. On a box set, Moore will throw it in. She finds Stewart, throws it away, and it'll go back now to Carolina. Lady Bruins down the lane, put it up, and it's good. Cowan thought about that one. Instead, she'll skip it across the way. Shot fired up. That one off the mark. Cowan with an offensive rebound. Left side, they go with it. Harville for 3 more. That one won't go. Cowan with another big rebound. Boy, she's playing hard for him.
She is.
Coming in with 5 new subs. Miss Abby Maggard's family sent me a note down here. Says, tell Abby that her favorite aunt, Kim, Jess, and baby Audrey is here. So I'm supposed to wait to the end of the quarter, but I may forget that, Johnny. You know me. I get into these games sometimes. So rather than watching online, they're all here tonight to cheer on Miss Abby. Down the lane, little Euro step, put it up, won't go. Rebound to Alice Lloyd. Right side to go to Moore. Moore leaves it back for her teammate, kicks it out, long three-pointer, won't go. Maggard with it, left side. Pretty good ball movement here for Alice Lloyd, much better. Maggard, step back 3, won't go. The three-point shot has not been kind to Alice Lloyd, a team that relies pretty heavily on it. They've made 4 so far in the contest. Down the lane they go with it. Almost stolen there by Alice Lloyd. Sweet move. This kid here can play, man. Kiana Jackson is for real. Give her 12 points, but it's just how she scored them. None of them have been easy, Johnny.
He's a very talented player.
Moore with it. Left side to Ward, and it's good. Ward got a pretty soft shot there, don't she?
I just hit a couple from around that range right there.
That's her second field goal. She's got 4. Shot won't go, out of bounds, last touched. Carolina, it'll stay with Alice Lloyd. Got a minute to play here in the contest.
In the third quarter.
Yes, sir. Still we'll have 10 more after this. Inside to Ward. Stewart's got to shoot that, man. Too good of a player not to take it that low down. Moore's shot won't go. Stewart gets the rebound. That one off the mark. Ward gets the rebound, and it's good. Kaysen Ward, the freshman, gets her 6th point. 4 of them here in the last minute. .24 seconds in the third quarter. Looking, nobody there just yet, so they'll play on. Shot fired up, and it's good. It's a backbreaker, man. A little bit of momentum, then you allow her to go over there. Break free, gets her 15th point.
She's so pure.
Gets the rebound, 2 seconds, 1 second. She'll pull up for the jumper, won't go. We played 3 quarters. It's all Carolina as Alice Lloyd's 40, Carolina 68. We'll be back with that fourth quarter right here on Hometown Sports after this 60-second break.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
All right, we are back just ahead of the fourth quarter of play. Carolina 68, Alice Lloyd 40.
10 minutes in the contest here. Again, if you're Alice Lloyd, you probably just want to win this quarter.
Yeah.
You look at the scoreboard 0-0 and see if you can't win this quarter. Cut into this lead some, hopefully leave with some positive things to look at practice this week.
Yeah, there are things that you can work on in this game that can help you going forward. I mean, it's 10 more minutes of game action, so it's 10 more minutes of game experience.
This Carolina team has really impressed me, man. They've come in here and they're just, it's hard because a lot of times at this level you can find 1 or 2 players to key on. Not this team, man. They've got 5 or 6 players you got to watch for. They've been everything we thought they would be and more.
Yeah, they go deep. Anyone can score from anywhere, too.
They've let them play here, too, in the contest. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Boy, nice pass.
Heads up play.
Yes, indeed. Drew the defense and passed it over to Shantasia Gordon. She now has 11. Alice Lloyd will be back here again November the 5th. They'll play Ohio Christian. That's their only home game in November. One game, Johnny, in November.
I know.
Wow, that's crazy. So you know what that means, don't you? Look out, January. We'll be here every night, December and January.
Unfortunately, I will not be here in January. I'll be graduating at Christmas.
Now, whoa, hold on. What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you'll have to do those with Gannon or somebody else.
Oh, my. That's the worst news I've heard today, man. Well, so what's next for you, big guy?
I'm going to go up to Michigan. I'm going to attend seminary up there. So
awesome.
Hoping to go into the mission field.
Couldn't make me any more prouder. Wow, that's awesome, dude. Gonna miss it.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss you,
You've been one of my favorites. But I love them all, but you've always been so willing to do anything we need, and we really appreciate you. You keep me in mind if ever you need a recommendation or a favor from here in the mountains.
All right,
I got you back, brother. I promise. I mean that.
Thank you.
You've done a good job for us. Free throw off the mark. So how long will that take with seminary? Is that a...
It should take just 2 to 3 years. Not very long.
Okay. Travel some with that afterwards with the missions, or just...
Hopefully, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Shots off the mark. Just a tick there. 9:03 to play, down 30 points. Johnny, I really hate it that this young lady has had so many knee injuries. Shelby Stewart could have been one of the top players to play here, and she still got a chance to have some big games this season, but knee injuries has hurt her quite a bit, man.
Yeah, they have. She's had to sit out a lot of games due to injuries, too, but she's just a junior this year, so she should have she has a lot of time, a couple more years at least. She could really have a breakout season this year.
Oh, almost stolen there by Alice Lloyd. That one rebounded, and Kason Ward with it. We talked in the pregame how we felt like that Alice Lloyd would miss some players such as Maddie Thompson. They have, man. That's one of the things they got to work on, is who's going to help us prevent teams from getting second and third shots.
Yeah, for sure. Kason Ward has been decent down there. Katie Markham played a couple minutes. Emily Estes has not gotten into the game yet. But it'll be interesting to see him going forward, especially against a team who won't necessarily get out and run as much as Carolina can, where we can play a little bit of a bigger lineup.
I do want to mention, too, not to make excuses, but I feel like one of their starters, Miss Campbell, she'll start or she'll play big minutes. Didn't get a play today, and so that'll make a little difference, too, for the Lady Eagles.
Yeah, for sure.
Ward's lone jumper off the mark. Katie Jo Moore with a rebound for Alice Lloyd, but they double team her and tied up. Moore to throw it in underneath her own basket. 17 seconds on the shot clock. And just as you say that, Estes and Cowan going to come in, leaving is Ward and Stewart. Skies the pass up there. Boy, Carolina playing like they're down. Not giving up at all is this defense. 2 more points for the Lady Bruins.
Well, it's fun to try when you're up, too. I mean, it's a lot easier to give an effort when you're up 30.
Long three, won't go. .708 to play. Mama said there'd be days like this. This has been a tough one, folks. 74-30, or 74-40, 34-point margin.
Denied by Estes on that play. There's some rim protection.
Don't, for those of you at home that are just tuning in, for those that see this score, don't give up on this Alice Lloyd Lady Eagle team. This is a team that can do a lot of things, Johnny. Just may have overscheduled by scheduling perhaps the number 1 or 2 team in the country on opening night.
Yeah, someone had to play them on opening night.
Yeah, let's just make sure that someone's not us. I don't ever want to play one of the top 3 teams on opening night ever again. There's too many unknowns. But this is a team, I promise you, that's going to be fun to watch, and they'll have some fun games coming up here on Hometown Sports, guys. Estes whistled for the foul. Homecoming night for the Knott County Central Patriots. My baby girl is headed to the homecoming. Wish all of them a fun night over there. My oldest daughter is in the homecoming dance, and my youngest daughter and I are going trunk-or-treating. Is that what you would call it? Ain't trick-or-treating when you go to one place and get candy from everybody.
If it's in the trunk, I think it's a trunk or treat.
Okay, it's going to be a bunch of candy in a short time. It's easy way out, man. Oh, Estes with a tie up, and as she ties it up here, it'll stay. I think actually going back to Alice Lloyd. Running clock, so clock won't stop now, other than I guess as they're at the free throw line perhaps. Katie Jo Moore with it over on the right side. Moore for 3, won't go. Carolina continuing to run. They throw that one away. It'll go back now to Alice Lloyd College. Moore's 3, that one off the mark. .745 to play, and her dad's one of her biggest fans, but he also coaches her the whole time. He said, sell them for that jump shot all day long. Wanting her to attack the rim, I think, a little bit. stolen by Moore, but restolen back by the Lady Bruins. 5 1/4 to play. Off the glass, won't go. Another offensive rebound. That one off the mark, but fouled, and going to the line will be Morgan Penix. Penix with 6 points. Look across the way and see number 20, I believe it is, getting ready to check in for Alice Lloyd.
It's Alyssa Allen. Another freshman out of Martin County.
That one a little hard. Couple dribbles. Backspins the basketball. That one is good.
Ball tapped away, but it will stay here with Alice Lloyd. 5:19 to play now.
75-40. Alice Lloyd trailing Carolina big time. Cowan with the basketball. Jamie goes baseline, and she's pushed. Coach Mills had 2 other centers that he recruited and had them. They were coming and changed their mind like 2 weeks before season started. I want to point that out too. I'll say that a couple more times throughout the year, because when you look at this team and you wonder why they don't have more forwards and centers, that's why. He had 2 that he felt like would come in and play as freshmen, and that kind of left him a little short at that spot. Man, that young lady took a hard fall. She bounces up though. She's okay. .5:12 to play in the contest. Johnny, I'm a tad bit surprised that the Lady Bruins are playing a couple of their starters with this bigger ball game.
Yeah, they've kept their starters in for most of the game. Not going too deep onto the bench. Alice Lloyd's played all but 2 or 3.
Crosses the timeline. Carolina has it. They'll look for help. Nobody there just yet. Harville comes out of there with it. She's got the defense behind her, but nobody ahead yet. Now she finds a person to pass it to. Shot put up, won't go. Estes with a rebound, but loses it, and it'll go back to the Lady Bruins. 4:20 to play here in the 4th quarter. This one all but over. Turnover, going to give it back now to Alice Lloyd. There comes that media timeout. Johnny, let's take one more. This may be our last timeout of the day. We'll be back after this 60-second break.
Addiction is a disorder. We treat and we manage addiction like any other disorder. The issue touched me when I start seeing more and more young families fighting addiction, start having babies born with an addiction issue. When we have a great outcome, when we see that person coming back on their feet, working and producing and providing for their family. That's the best outcome. Make you feel that you're doing something right.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Welcome back. 4:14 to play in this ball game. Alice Lloyd 40, Carolina 75.
And guys, we thank each and every one of you for tuning in here. Those of you that have hit the like and share button, thanks for doing so. Remind you again, we'll be back on the airwaves here. The next outing will be November the 5th, Ohio Christian. And that's for the girls. I'll double check and get you the girls in just a little bit. Or the boys, I should say, rather. Down inside, stolen by Carolina. It's been that kind of night, brother. If it can go wrong, feels like it has, pal.
It's been a long night for Alice Lloyd. Listen, Allen with the steal, though, coming up the court now. Tied up. Gonna have a jump ball. That's going to Carolina.
Got about, looks like about a 1.4 view tonight, so 1,400 views. We'll take that for a Saturday afternoon game.
Carolina offensive rebound. So stay here with Carolina.
Well, the home crowd didn't like that. They're going to give him a hard time, even if there is just one referee. Right side they go with it, looking. They'll back it back out. Long three-pointer on its way. That one's off the mark.
Big-time jump ball here. No one wanted to let go of that one.
What you get into here, man, is you got a bunch of kids playing for minutes. You know what I mean? They're trying to prove to coach, hey, when this game is close, you can play me. Our ARH player of the game for Alice Lloyd College will be number 22, Bailey Stewart. Bailey led all scorers with 11. Shot fired up off the glass, and it's good. 2 more for Matthews. Give her 11. Down the lane, boy, nice take there. They're gonna get her with an offensive foul. 2:49 to play. Into the ball game, number 11, that's Jalen Combs. Long three, won't go. Rebound Moore. Moore has it. To Cowan. Cowan one dribble. 10-footer. Jamie got to shoot that right off the bat. Good strong rebound for Katie Markham. The freshman from Kermit, West Virginia, kind of looks over at Jackson and says, what'd I do to you? Good sportsmanship there. Olivia Moore, it goes right side. They take it inside to Cowan. See Miss Noble coming in for Alice Lloyd College, and there goes a timeout. Coach Mills using this probably, Johnny, as an opportunity to just coach some X's and O's and so forth. So, Johnny, you broke the bad news on me that you're leaving us, brother. What's going to be your fondest memory of Alice Lloyd so far?
I don't know if I can pick one, but I've had a lot of good ones here over the past 2.5 years.
What will you say to people 10 years from now whenever they ask you about this place?
I'll say that I'm still debt-free because of Alice Lloyd, probably.
Right.
And that's one of the biggest takeaways from being able to attend here. And I had a lot of really good teachers here, too.
Met some good people, good friends, people that you'll know for a long time.
A lot of good friends from the soccer team.
Yes, sir. So you keep us in mind, and we'll stay up to date with you. And I'll be picking your brain I was hoping to rely a bunch more on you for soccer, so I still may have to call you or Facebook time you, okay? For some soccer notes. Another big finish there. Boy, I'm telling you, they don't quit. Number 5, Janaea Jackson with her 5th point. Stolen, though, by the Lady Bruins. Down the lane, put it up, won't go. I do want to say one more time, I'm surprised that the starters for either team would play in this big of a ball game.
Yeah,
it's 40-point lead.
This one's over.
Your best player is at the free throw line.
Yeah.
15 points. She's not close to being, I think, their best player. Today, anyhow. Let me say it that way.
Yeah, she's been the best player that I've seen.
Rebounds, probably got 4 or 5 steals. Missed that second free throw. Markham with a rebound. She'll go over to Combs. Back to Moore. Moore has it. Over to Combs. Looks inside to Markham. Inside out. 3 on its way. Oh, that looked good. It just come off the right side of the rim on her. Pull-up jumper off the mark. Hard to the floor. Minute 17 to play. Olivia Moore looks over to Coach Mills and says, after these free throws, I got to get a breather.
Yeah, Alice Lloyd has played every active player this game.
Why not, man? I would play them all. Again, this one out of hand. I'll give them all a few minutes. Free throw is good for Moore. Moore's first game as a Lady Eagle. Going to finish the night with, well, let's see what this next free throw does here. Got 3, misses that one. Minute 15 to play. 3-pointer on its way, and it's good by Leisha Matthews. Give her 14.
Shelby Stewart and Kennedy Harville will come in for the last 108 of this one.
Shelby triggers the inbound. She'll get it back and walk it up. She'll set the offense. They bring the point up on that 2-3 zone. Look like a 1-1-3, but it's actually an extended 2-3 zone, and boy, it's worked for them. Almost got the steal there. Combs to Harville. 3, got it. Shelby Stewart with her second 3-pointer. She got 6. Down the lane, shot put up, won't go. Rifles it over to Combs. Combs inside to Noble. Noble to Stewart. Left side, she goes to Harville for 3. Won't go. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Alice Lloyd. 14 seconds to play. Coming up on the final trip, I would assume, for Alice Lloyd, perhaps. Combs to throw it in. Throws it high to Harville. To Noble. 3 more on its way. Got it.
She can fill it up in a hurry.
Shelby Stewart's 3 was good on the other end. Lady Bruins put it up, won't go. And that's going to be the final score, 47-83. Alice Lloyd College falls in a big way to Carolina. And as Carolina continues to go throughout the season, we'll watch them, man, because this will be a team I think's poised for another run. Runner-up last year in the national tournament, could very well be that again this year.
Yeah, they came back to finish first place this year.
Johnny, as we finish this thing, man, let me say one more time a big, big thank you to you for everything you've done for us. appreciate you, man. You've not been a good co-worker only, but been a good friend. And I appreciate your dedication to us here and wish you nothing but the best in everything that you do. And remember, you can always come back and see us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you to all of you at home tonight that have watched us. First game of the season. You and I will be here for a long time. This one, again, we throw this one out the door. You roll the window down, throw it out the door, and come back for game number 2 here in a couple days. Until then, folks, though, we want to say thank all of you for tuning in. Appreciate the good folks behind the cameras and all the great sponsors. Until next time.